Alright guys, welcome. Today, we back into some good old Railroader. So, it's been a while since we played Railroader actually on the live streams here. But it hasn't been a while since I started playing a new series. We're back towards the beginning-esque. We do have map mods and stuff installed, so the mods I can show you here on this screen. It's pretty decent, not really too much here to it. We do have the stuff here. We have dynamic weather installed, which is configured. But I lessened the chance of fog. The fog was a bit annoying, so I lessened the chance of it. So that way we're not being bothered by fog too much. And then we got discount, which is set up. I'm going to set the maximum to be only... Oops. We'll set it to be 93. That'll be the maximum that we can possibly get. Currently it's at 41, so if that doesn't change, it shouldn't because I wasn't in any other save at the moment. And of course we're using auto generation, so every new day, every new game day will be something new. We got fuel consumption, which just listens to fuel consumption. I know it's a little cheaty, but that's just the way I like to play. I still have to get fuel and stuff, but I don't have to panic about it too much. But I might raise it up to 4% on everything, or 2% there, and then we'll make diesel 1 because diesel should last a pretty decent time in my opinion. But anyways, so that's that. We also got multi-screen mod going, which you can see up here, this big white colory thing with the black at the bottom and the white at the top. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We got a lot to do, so because I got C2C panel control as well for us, but we don't have C2C just yet. We're gonna be working on that. Wait for the program to respond. It does take a minute sometimes to load in. Hopefully it doesn't crash. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get some things prepped here with the map there. We're gonna get our company window down, and then we'll go ahead and get our timetable moved up there, our console moved up there, and our engines moved up there. And then move them to where I like them. Boom, we're set up. If you don't know what's going on, we're currently doing a cool run. I just have a very long train, so this train's struggling. Cool is its own train according to the timetable as well. So, uh, for now, you're gonna look. We got this bird thing here for the Ella yard, which is over here, which I built for this coal mine. Yes, it's a little weird. I have to fix that soon, but I hadn't quite got to it. It's going to get crossed over here. Alright, so we're just basically managing the AI. We're going to be bouncing between trains. So let's go ahead and get this train hooked up. As you can see, that's what we're doing here, is we're putting the coal up. I don't know if we have any cars yet that we can pick up. No, we don't. Yeah. So the coal train is basically going to be a dedicated train set up here once I get the 3 engines. I'm waiting for a good discount for it. Right now we have 41%, so the trains aren't that cheap. I'm thinking about getting 3 of these, but we need a good discount for it so we're not spending too much. So for now, we're just make a separate trip for coal. Either way, it's not like we don't have the time right now anyways. And as you see on the map, that train's going to be coming up here soon, so. This is a really long train. Basically, all we do is tell where the AI to go so we can get things done pretty quickly. We do get done before most of the time. The AI is already set up for the pasture at the moment until it gets here to Ella. Then we'll set it backwards again. As of for milestones, we're finishing up the last set here for the bridge site. Once that's done, the goal is to go ahead and get the first we'll do the Governor's Island City since that's free, and then we'll work on getting the other stuff done. Okay, let's go and put this up. We're probably gonna see that train come up here soon. Yep, here it is. It's coming up pretty decently quick. This is why I'm having the coal train do it instead of this engine. I did the first half with this engine so that way the coal train can get the other half because there was a lot of them for the first start of it. But it shouldn't be this much in the future. But either way, the coal train will be its own entity. So the hoppers will be done by its own, on its own train in the future. But for now, like I said, because we're only going up to Bryson at the moment anyways, it doesn't matter. But once we hit Silva, though, I'm 100%. Before I do Silva, I want to make sure I have one signals done. The start of it at least for the Bryson to Whittier. And I also want to make sure that we have the trains for the coal train done. So that way, when we start running coal trains individually, we don't have to make 2 trips at a far distance. For now, I'm using the LS switcher, which used to be an engine number 1, but that will go to Bryson here when Bryson opens up. So, and this will stay here to work Ella, because it has to come up this way. And it needs to last longer too, because it doesn't have any source of diesel or fuel. So, since diesel engines are set to 1% consumption rate, it's a perfect engine for this. He's gonna be stuck for a minute while this coal train does its thing. As you can see, it's a long train, but we'll get it. It's already doing its thing. It's already making it some of its drops. We're gonna get a lot of money here, which is why I added this mod. Because then we also have the Robinson Gap cool, which would be nice. So it's 2 cool sets that it's dropping off at. And the timetable set up in a way that's cool. I'm gonna show it to you. So this is the normal timetable. So the cool right now only goes here and Ella, so we don't see it on the main other screen, but it's there. And it's actually not updating on here. I would have thought it would have. Does it update on this game capture? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we'll just use this game capture for it then. I don't think this is gonna fit the whole train at all. We're gonna have to split this in half. It's okay. It should all fit here though. I really doubt I'll be making any special trips. If I do, I'll have to get an engine up here. Probably get a cheap Mughal or something up here and then get that going. We're gonna get these attached to these ones and fill up this line. Oops, no, not what I meant to do. I meant to control you. Now it's a lot less trains. We dropped the majority of them now. This mine's probably gonna be going for a bit today, so we'll probably get a lot. This engine will come up here to grab the cool cars, so that way the cool can get grabbed out of the way. Oh, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You guys, peace having a moment. I think a lot of ours do. It has its moments and it has its ups and it has its downs. That's how it works. Yeah. Right, so we're gonna get this cool going here, so we can get this one engine out, so it can start working its Ella. But as you can see, it's a little long, so it's gonna take a minute. There it goes. Now I got past that switch. Right now the freight train, which is made for freight, not coal normally, but we don't have a coal run engine yet, so we're using the freight train for now. But right now we're using that to bring this cool up here. The cool train will be the one that works the cool sections. It drops off the cool and picks them up. But for now, because of lack of engines, we're having the freight train do it. So, but it's not. It doesn't really matter anyways, because the freight train would have been sitting here in Ella anyway, so it's not a big deal, and it's able to go back to Radiator for the cool hoppers in time. Because we run everything on timetable, so everything has to be done specifically by the timetable, which the freight trains and cool trains all follow as well. They have their own, and then the only ones that don't is the switchers, but they just usually stay in their area anyway. So, because the freight train and the cool trains will bring them to it. Oop, foggy. We shouldn't have fog after this, because I believe that's number 3. So, we'll see how our weather behaves. I don't remember what the weather forecast was before I left the game. Okay, gotta make sure it doesn't push it out either. It's probably gonna couple and push these forward a bit. Or not. Let's go ahead and get these last cars in. It hasn't really started producing yet. I wonder if it's still stuck on non-production. So if we go to Kirkland Coal Mine. Do not park here, okay. Okay, so we have everything set up now. We're just waiting for it to start producing, which it should. I'm not sure how long it takes for it to produce or not. It may take a minute. This train has gotten really small now, so. But either way, this mine area just started, so it should slow down on how many we have in it at least. This is why I give the freight trains 30 minutes here in each station, because it takes a minute to do its shuffles. But either way, I won't be departing here until at least 13:38, because the freight train east happens from here, because the way the schedule's set up. I have it set up where the full map is unlocked basically, but it's not, so the timetable is a little long. Okay, let's go ahead and lock the last 3 here. We'll have that engine now come down here, because it should be good to go down here for a bit. Because it's got stuff down here to work. I love this, how we can see 2 engines working together in a yard. Okay, so that's going to be doing its thing. Go ahead and get him sorted now, because he's about to be done, and then we'll go back at the radio and get the radio set up. I was just watching this for the first time to see how it would go. We just made a lot of money. We're down to $2,000. So when we get a really good discount, we should put a fortune. I wonder though, can I afford one of these ST70s? If I wanted to, not yet, okay. But once a good discount comes, I might get one more for this freight train for now before I go down to Silva. But we should be able to afford a lot of stuff here with these coal mine. This coal mine's gonna be the money maker. Both of them will be once we get up there. But for now, I'm going to Bryson. Then I might work on signals and then work on getting to Silva at some point first. But then I'll go back up past Bryson. All right, let's go ahead. I'm get this engine to the shed down here because it'll be departing from down here when it's closer to time. Let's go ahead and get the 101 going. Okay. Let's finish this drop here. Because I don't think there's any more freight here. No. Got stuff that I need to work on. Then I'm selling my caboose. The caboose. Which is actually the one I bought again, but then I decided not to use it because it was just going to be too much work. Okay, so the first passenger train departs at 8:46 a.m. He's for this station, so we should see it depart in about 2 hours game time, which is real life time actually. But we'll be zooming by time here soon probably because we're most likely gonna be finished with all the work before the time zone. But I like doing my passenger full timetable first, but I do zoom it by a little bit so that way it has time to. But it's still out to run. Obviously, we don't want it to be late either. Let's go ahead and get these. Okay, so 1200 should be getting to its destination here. To the yard where everything gets dropped into for Ella. Who's on the back here? Ella house. Okay, so we'll do the house. And farm supply stuff, and then we'll bring the bridge stuff, I guess. Actually, not, no. I'll do the bridge stuff by drop off the house here real quick in the siding. Because I have it to at least 8:40 before I have to clear off that siding for the passenger train. So we'll go ahead and that sun is great. That cut just blinds you. It's also foggy too, so that's not helping. That nice fog and sun makes it hard to see, but luckily the AI is the one that's driving, not me. I'm just managing the AI. Again. Yeah, this is the yard I tossed up because I needed the yard down in Ella for all the stuff to be happening. This is where all the coal will come down to as well when it's done and finished. So the coal train can pick it up on the way back. So that I have to go up into the mountain seasides. It's basically the LS staging yard. which is now empty, but it won't be for long though. I'm pretty sure. He made it there. Good. It's pretty soon. This industry is gonna start servicing these, and it has, because it already has a cool car that's ready to go to East here interchange. Which will send this train up to go get over time. But I might do it closer to 1400, 1300 when it's ready to closer when the freight train's gonna depart. That way, more freight cars spawn. So this is the final stage that we're getting ready to drop off. Once the stage is done, passenger should be expanded easily. Which you might see during the night run, actually, because the nighttime run should be able to go up that way. We may be able to get started on the signals as well, which we need to, because C2C control here. Which is why down here it happens like this. Not to mention, it makes it the longest path, not the shortest path. So we get where we actually have to go down the main line for it, which is great because that's how I want it to be. What's going to the 101 because the 101's finally done moving. Okay, we're gonna have to put it to manual for a second. The first train set I usually have to manually control somehow for these. Once we get to Silver though, the Silver interchange is gonna be fun. It's huge, by the way. It's like 15 to 20 tracks. It's huge. So we should be able to fit everything that we get in this world. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the brakes here. Let's move this. So let's go back to waypoint mode and let the AI drive it. And we'll go back to our 1200 because that's gonna finish before that, guaranteed. It's actually already over the Xing for the yard. Even. If this is ready before the freight train's ready to go, the freight train will just come up here real quick and grab it. I don't really care that much. It's going to grab this so that way the passenger train can come through the siding. Yeah, we got paid 134 for that interchange stuff. And the coal mine gave us a good chunk of that. It was actually a payment that was 2,205. Yeah, I can show you. I need to set up transitions for this as well. But yeah, 220,000 right there. Like I said, I'll set up transitions for that so that way you guys can see. Let me see. Can I actually get that smaller? There you go. That was not as much in your guys' view here. But yeah, it pays a lot there. We're getting a lot of money, which is great because that's what we need. We need the monies. What I'm doing, well, that's happening. I can't save it just yet, but I can probably go ahead and build it. up a bit. I just want to take these 2 points. You can't do it that way. I could take this point down here and do it. I just need to get above the road. Jeez, that's high. Okay, never mind. They ended up being a little too high. Okay, we'll just ignore it. I might see. I wish we could remove the road now. But that's okay. We'll just leave it like that. We just have to deal with the cars going into the pavement. The 101 has arrived at its waypoint. Yeah, obviously it's gonna run as well. Okay, let's go back to the 101. There's not much left here. It's mostly all work down here in Whittier after this Ella is finished doing its Ella farm. For now. I'm still waiting on this cool one for now because that cool's gonna process throughout the day. As you can see, it's huge of line of cars up there though. That's cool. That's what I like to see. I like to see everything being busy and full of cars. That's why I have my thing set up as the timetable, because then the timetable ensures that there will be cars. It's no area really truly stops operating fully. At least in my world. I mean, obviously in real life they may not always go searching cars, but here I like keeping the yards full. Here's why I like a mod actually that will put cars into a set yard and then it goes from that set yard to another track, which would be cool. We should get that set up. I think there is one, so should be able to hook it up. Maybe by next stream I'll have one. Do we need to move this 101 for a second? It's gonna be in the fuel check. We'll put the storage check in front of the diesel as well. And that's it for now. We'll put the 12 back. The 1200 back here. Oh, but this is long enough to hold. The reason why this is long is so that way if it's switching cars over here in the yard, it has room to go forward all the way a bit. And of course it could split up its train here and split and do its thing too if it needs to, but just to give it that space, that extra little space that it needs for yard operations. Yeah, when it does the yard operations, that will be blocking the main line, which is not ideal, but it's just the way I set up my yard. He's gonna be off into the storage track now, so we can just focus on these trains down here in Meteor for now. Get them going and get done. Track conflict. It's fine. Everything's on a timetable, so all the trains operations for switchers especially, switchers know when a train will be passing through the main line, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's go ahead and move it here. It's gonna get the diesel spotted, and then we'll go ahead and get to the sugar mill and get all this sugar mill stuff put in. And then Meteor will be spotted for the day. While I do that, I'm gonna check all my locations here. Make sure there's none that's changed to like tier 3 or tier 2. There we go. Tier 2, tier 2. I don't know why it's not going to tier 3 yet. Tier 2. Farm supply can be tier 2, and of course here's tier 3 because it allows it. More money, more work, but more money in the end. That's the goal. Yes, I have 2 cool loaders down here at Radiator. I put a cool loader here for me. It's actually kind of cool. I love this. So now I have a big cool loader here. But I still kept the old cooler because I can't remove it anyway, so it's just there now. Okay, I'm gonna get the one moved out of the way real quick so I can get that train car. Let's move it here. Moving my trains around here. The one won't be here for much longer anyways. It's here as a temporary solution for now. No, the cool tower is good, but I'm not sure if it 100% works yet because when I switch this, I go to this cool hopper, and I switch it to go to the cool tower, not the cool loader, it doesn't do anything. I'm hoping the other cool one for the cool tower added does something. Not sure what's up with that. But it doesn't really do anything yet. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm also not good with tracks because like I said earlier, if we go to Ella real quick, I try to use my 1200 to get to. There's still a yard I added here because I have the Kirkland cool stuff. I added this yard here so I can put all the cool cars and stuff here and stuff for Ella down here so that I can switch because I lost the yard for Ella when I switched mods around. And my fix here is to prevent it being used as a shortcut for AI because AI would like to use this as a shortcut if I connect it in the normal way. So I just made this crossover so that way it has to come around the long way a bit to do it. So now it's no longer the path of interest for the AI. Which I don't use it often anyways. Most of the AI just come down here in the yard anyhow. So most of the time it comes in sorted. That's not a big deal. But it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about it is obviously the track goes into the ground there where the road is. And I can't remove the road, and I can't raise the track higher than the road. Because if I raise it higher than the road, there's just that big bump where the track is. And it's not great looking. Right, off to the sugar mill we go. Once this train gets to those cars, I'll move the one back into position. I may actually have time to send a freight train back down this way real quick and do a second interchange service actually. Now that I think about it. Because we're pretty much finished here for the day at the moment, but we'll continue to do our work. Any more cool? No. Oh yeah, another cool hopper. Cool. Ooh, partly sunny. Nice. The weather's behaving today. Oh, it's gonna be partly sunny, clear, partly sunny. So we're probably on the second partly sunny, and it's gonna be clear and then foggy again. So we're gonna have a little bit of fog here today, and a few. But oh well, no big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to the sugar mill. We're going to the tanker cars first. We're gonna flip our sides here. A lot of these were pulled yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before. It's game day. Basically, the game day before. We're pretty much finishing all the freight before 8 o'clock. So what I might head and do is go ahead and get the 1000, which is the freight train, and get it sent down here pretty early ahead of schedule. Have it stage. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to head and stage it. So let's stage it. We'll stage it right here. For another interchange service. We'll go ahead and interchange service early. Let's go to locations here. I'll see about interchanging it sooner or later. Because I think I can get a second interchange done. Today's game day. Because today's game day just went smooth and selling, so. Because most of it was just cool hoppers. And that's real easy to put in to place. So. Didn't really have much. Now also get rid of all these interchange cards too. That we're getting ready to bring. See, that will be on its way. And because the passenger train doesn't depart until 8:45, we actually can go ahead and descend it this way. See, and on the map, he's coming this way. I forgot to make a crossover over the second track so that way he can just go on the second track and skip past it, but that's okay. He's gonna get in just fine. Either way, he'll beat the passenger train still. With plenty of time to spare. No, I don't like going against my timetable, but we're still early game and there's not that much going on right now. But once we hit Bryson, though, for sure, we're probably going to have to slow down on that early servicing and stuff. Normally I had to speed up time in between, but I think I'm going to get another interchange service done for today. Okay, so it's backing in here. The only thing that's left to switch, unfortunately, is radio, so it's going to be a little bit here. With these drop, picked up all the interchange stuff and head over to drop the interchange stuff off, and then we'll be set to have the interchange cycle. I can go ahead and let it interchange at 9. I think that's a pretty decent timing for it to schedule. I should be able to make it in there by that time. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. So yeah, the goal right now is to get another ST7 for the freight train. Maybe get an SW1 for radio, so that way it can do quicker jobs and stuff. Maybe a stronger steam might do. Yeah. And then of course we're gonna have to work on signals and stuff once we get to Bryson. Once Bryson's unlocked, which will be here in a few. So we should be getting there. Thomas Valley Station is gonna be the hardest one to set up because that's a milestone, which costs money. So we're gonna have to work on that. Cool hopper is not ready yet. Figures. I'm also thinking about bringing back some kind of madness too, because that'd be kind of fun where everything's randomized by locations. So it doesn't go back to the interchanges all the time, and it can go randomly in between two of the two interchanges even. The weather should be changing again soon. The freight train's heading here soon. Go ahead. Just go ahead and kept those in there because it's easier to do and get this done quicker. Yeah, the passenger train will probably depart before the service, so we'll probably have to wait on the freight train. But the freight train should be able to follow it because it won't be departing Ella until 13:45, which would be right after the freight train leaves again. So we should be fine. And I'm probably have to send the freight train up there, even if there's nothing going up there, just because I'm gonna have to bring stuff back still. Except that milestone will definitely be done by the time 1300s come in, because it was last time. Which actually means the passenger train will probably be heading up to Bryson. Yeah. At least we're earning money here doing all this work, so that's nice. We should get our intern service, which means more money long term. We have money. Right now, I'm on 12,000. We started real low today, but the coal mine finally went through, so it's like, yay! It's the whole reason why I did that. I should have done it from the very beginning, to be honest. It was going to be way more money doing it with the coal mine down in Ella, which means we have 2 coal mines we can service. Which is great for a cool, independent coal train when we get down to Silva, for sure. We'll probably get some more coal trains during today, this extra service as well. Which is why I brought the freight train down. We have these piles. We're doing now is picking up these empties and stuff, or loaded cars. Basically, the stuff that goes back to the interchange. Because they're not all empties, obviously. Because some of these start as empties when they come through. So. What comes in these hoppers, anyways? Sugar beets, okay. So then they process that into sugar. This is probably the longest part here, is just switching all these tracks around and stuff. But I don't mean to. It's fun of the game though. It just definitely makes it funner, especially seeing all these tracks get filled up. Where the ones that are just all one track, it's like you just drop on one track and it's like okay, the tracks aren't all full, but it's okay, it works. But I like how they're set up here. I was like this little yard here. How did I end up with animal feed? Oh, okay. I guess they make animal feed here too. Okay, I did not know that. Alright, so we're good. We're gonna hand it over back to the interchange and wait for the service to happen. Which you won't have to wait long. Just gonna drop it in this thing because it doesn't matter where we drop it. It really doesn't. As long as it gets dropped, that's all that matters. We're just gonna move it by an hour. Real quick. Now it's partly sunny. Which means we got to have it clearer than a fog. So about 46 minutes from now, it'll be the passenger train will be heading out from Whittier. And then from there, we'll get a service at 9 for the East Whittier interchange for a second service, which I normally don't do. Normally, I just speed up time for the passenger train stuff and work as things come done. We got like 3 cars on that before it becomes done. Now it's done over there. We do have a lot more cool hoppers done. We'll send the 1200 to pick those up so that they can get picked up in time. So let's go ahead and do. No, we'll wait. We'll give it a minute before we pick them up. Because like I said, as long as it gets there before 1300, so I'll probably go at 1200 or something and pick them up for the return service. And then eventually that will change as well when the cool service comes in. Because eventually it will have to be there by 1326. So before 1300, so I should be fine. I should be able to do it at 1200, no problem. Bring it closer to that 40 mark. So we're gonna have partly sunny, clear, partly sunny, clear. So we're mostly gonna be going away from fog here soon. The next one should be partly sunny. So that's good. That's the forecast at the moment. That's the 5. That's the next 5 forecast. No rain yet, though. Alright, then we'll have this one stage down here. Alright. So we're ready for the 9 o'clock service, which will be pretty much right after the... Yeah, so 9:25. So that'd be pretty much after the passenger train departs, pretty much. I'm sure it departs here soon. Very, very soon. We got lots of passengers. The train is full. But we can't depart yet. But you know what I can do? Blah. Make it where it only has 1 minute left. Obviously, it's not going to be able to get all its passengers. So that's fine. It's whatever at this point. I also need to make sure its path is still set. Yep, okay, go so set for that siding. At least until I can get the other station on signals and stuff, which is why I like CTC, because then I could tell the 2 passenger trains where to go easily. Because it runs on road mode, it doesn't run on waypoints. I'm just gonna stay on the passenger train for now because there's really nothing going on at the moment. Nothing needs moved. So we're just kind of patiently waiting. Well, this coal will be moved, but I'll move that around 1200 hours, which is like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So at noon, I'll move those out down to there for the freight train to hook up to and bring back at 1338 minutes. Which would be 1 p.m. basically in game time. The reason why I'm not speeding up time right now is because even though it won't ever be late because the next depart time won't be till way later. Is I don't want to be late heading into the station either. So, and then I mentioned I don't want to miss that one depart because then it would just immediately depart again, and that'll be weird. Because it will actually see staying at L in case the Bryson track finishes, then I can clear that up. Which it will be soon, before this ever departs Ella, probably. So.
SNRR detector milepost 59.1. SNRR
There's the milepost detector. Defect detector there.
No defects. Repeat.
Usually had no defects. I turn off oiling, by the way, guys. I just don't like the oiling thing. All the cars always come in as a hot mess on the interchanges, and I just don't like it. So I'd rather just get set up and go. As much as I like the oiling and be able to have to oil at stops and stuff, it's just too much time for me. It's difficult to finish everything in the same day. Especially on a timetable where I only had 30 minutes at each station to really mess around. Alright, so now this train's gonna be stuck here for at least a good chunk of time. I'm not sure. The problem is it will depart sooner if Bryson opens up. But at the same time, it's not going to depart. I'm not going to have it go up to Bryson at all today. At least not during the day train. So let's head to the eastbound train, which will be 45 after. And then it can go to reverse mode. And go ahead and skip by an hour. And then head back to the interchange because we should have our interchange of 9 cars. Which is nowhere on these tracks, but it's okay. We do have some Ella stuff for the Brooklyn Mines, so we'll go ahead and attach our freight train to it. We have no coal hoppers, which is cool. Which means we won't have any more tomorrow. But I won't be doing another service tonight, so everything here that's here will be for it for today. And I'm thinking I could probably go ahead and just drop these off, I think, and have it bring its own freight down for today, because I don't think I need to move the 1200 for now. That way it doesn't waste its precious diesel. Because like I said, the LS switcher can't really get diesel the same way. It has to come either all the way up to Bryson or all the way down here for it. So one of the two locations that contain a diesel tanker and stuff, which Bryson will get eventually as well. How we're doing on the progression side. So that's not ready yet. We got some cars ready there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. We got lots of cool cars ready to go, so that's good. We got some supply cars, obviously. We'll pick those up while we're down there. Wait for it to couple. Yep, 13:45 is when the next part of the passenger train will be. So this is a small second service. Most of the second services are small usually, because there's not much going on when these service. Let's go ahead and get this going. Because normally the freight train would not do this switching operation stuff, but because of the lowness of everything, we're gonna head and just send it up here. Make the drop. Okay, and get the 101, start switching down here in Whittier. I'm not sure where you were going. You weren't supposed to be following. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. It's been a while since I've been in Railroader, to be honest, on stream at least. Lots changed in my world. So we're just backing up here. Right now I'm working on a second interchange service because I decided to do one today. Normally I don't do it in the same game day, but I went ahead and just did it because it was a little start of a new cool mine. So got the freight train heading up there to Ella again for the second time. That's out of timetable running. So, but I will probably go back here at 13:45 this time. Okay, come on, hook. Boom. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, 13:38 is when the freight train would be departing Ella. Then the passenger train follows shortly after. cool cars out of here. And then I'm actually gonna change the path for this one to the yard, because that's where it's supposed to go anyways. No, the freight train doesn't have to go all the way up here again. It's not really meant to do that.
SNRR detector milepost 59.1. SNRR detector milepost 59.
There's the freight train there.
No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total cars 5. Detector out.
Yeah, that's so cool. I can see some trains moving around while I'm doing this. And in the future too, once we start getting 2 passenger trains and stuff going, well, it'll only be 2 passenger trains and 1 freight train, 1 coal train, and then a bunch of switchers basically. So as we're switching around, we can see some trains moving around the map. Really cool, actually. So there's always movement going on somewhere. Trying to start its journey down to the yard as well. Now if I have to as well, I can upgrade this engine as well in the future as well to be able to make it up and down this mountain with cool cars, because eventually that's probably gonna end up. It's gonna have to happen. I was quite surprised it didn't take that path so it can go across early onto the main. Actually, what might be a good car to get real quick is the observation car, and then have it hook up when it's down there in Whittier again. Actually, now that I think about it, so we can start getting those bonuses. The car through the road still looks weird. That's what I'm gonna do. I use the 1% discount here and get myself a workers coach, steel coach, observation car. I'll get myself an observation car with this money. Boom. Not bad of a discount either, 41%, but it could be better. I mean, obviously there's days where I get like 90% and stuff like that, which is how I got these diesels because it went up so high. It's actually gonna head that way today. Okay, probably because that engine's over there doing its thing, so it has to go along the wrong way. Which is fine. We got plenty of time here because of the whole fact that we're getting done pretty early here again. Yep, more coal is being produced. The coal production really doesn't really stop, which is fine. I mean, it's like Robinson Gap coal. It won't stop. The only thing it's going to do is continue to produce. Okay, let's go ahead and go up to get some work done over here. This is ready. This is in the wrong position. It needs to be turned around. I don't have a Y here in video anymore. So what's the best approach to get this turned around? Is there a Y up here at all that I can send it up to? No. Wait, maybe. No, no Y. Yeah, I got no Y. It's okay. The passenger trans is gonna have to pull it backwards for now until we get up to price where it can, where the price and switcher can get it turned around somehow on the Y. For now, we're gonna put it here. I'll be right back, guys. I am back, guys. Okay. Well, like that for now. Gonna get the sugar to the sugar mill. Something's probably got finished in between. Okay, nothing happened during that intermission. Okay, so the sugar mill's down here. Let's kind of get that dropped off. Alright, well, this was a long stream and I had a lot of piles there, but I'm actually out of time for the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed this though. It's glad it feels good to be back into the whole railroader game here as well. which is great because it's been a while since we have been in it. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little live stream here. I'm gonna continue to work here in this map. Obviously, I have lots and lots to sort and stuff like that. So, but I'll be working on it throughout off stream. Of course, you'll see some recordings and stuff here and there of this map, and of course, live streams of this map as well. Just because it's fun to do. We're definitely doing some relaxation streams as well for this game. Again, where I just go live and not talk at all. It's just me moving around trains and stuff. You see that more often. But anyways, I'll see you guys later.
You and me, we both